Okay, so if you guys don't remember, a couple weeks ago I made a video about a man named Dan Rivera. Dan Rivera was in charge of the demonic Annabelle doll and randomly died in his hotel room. His autopsy hasn't finished, but they said it's from natural causes. And I warned everybody the danger of the occult, this Annabelle doll. And you know what they did? They kept the tour going. They said, look, he died. He was in charge of the doll and they were on tour. We're going to keep the tour going in his memory. These people have no fear of the supernatural, of the demonic spirits. This stuff is real. And so now, fast forward a couple weeks, Matt Rife, who is a secular comedian, just bought the doll and all the stuff that goes with it. Well, didn't really buy it, but bought the rights to have it and do whatever he wants with it. This is sad. This is a warning to Matt Rife. Guys, this stuff is not a game. It's not a joke. Do not get involved in this. I'm going to talk to you about how these things open you up to demonic spirits. But we're going to watch his announcement to buying this thing. As you can already see in the comments, look at people are like, are you insured? What is going on? I beg your pardon. Don't touch any of it. And then we're going to talk about a medium who was on TikTok. So a guy that's literally working with demonic spirits, telling Matt Rife of the danger of this. So you literally have secular people, mediums, people that are involved in witchcraft telling him not to do this. This is a warning to everybody, not just Matt Rife, but also Matt Rife, if he watches this, when he watches this. This is a warning. This stuff is no joke. And I'm going to tell you, Matt, when you open yourself up to this stuff, you are opening yourself up to demonic spirits and you don't know what will come in. Spirits of addiction, murder, anger, rage, bitterness. Guys, I've written a whole book on casting out demons. This stuff is real. People think it's a joke. It's not a joke. This stuff will kill you. For example, Dan Rivera. It wasn't the doll that killed him. It's the demonic spirits that he opens himself up to when you start touching and involved in these occult items. So here we go. Let's watch this announcement here.
But incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castell.
So he bought the house and the museum.
If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important.
How is he saying like it's a good thing of death and murder and horror? And the thing is crazy is people are so hungry for the supernatural. They're so hungry to experience something outside the norm because God made us that way, but they go to the wrong sources. They go to the wrong sources. Instead of going to God and his power and his spirit, experiencing joy and peace and love and all of that and power, healing, miracles, casting out demons, doing all that stuff, you go to the dark side and you look for the supernatural. It's just, this is proof that the world is hungry for the supernatural, and sadly the church is not providing that, which they should.
And prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what does this all mean? It means that Elton Castell and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians.
I cannot even imagine how much he paid for that. You literally paid all that money to open yourself up to demons, to be demonized. That's crazy.
Caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll.
Danger.
I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend.
Don't do it.
And stay at the Warren's house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you.
So, extreme danger. Like I said, guys, you saw that guy, Dan Rivera, who died. That was the one that was in control of this doll and was touring with it, showing people. It's not the doll that killed him. It's the demonic spirits that he gives himself, that he's opening himself up to. Like with Matt Rife, he thinks it's a joke, no big deal, it's a hobby. He doesn't realize, and I've seen thousands of people get demons cast out of them, so I'll tell you this, I know this, that he's opening himself up. So say you open yourself up, what happens when a spirit of infirmity comes in and you have cancer? What happens when a spirit of suicide comes in and now you want to take your life? What happens if a spirit of anger, a spirit of addiction, a spirit of whatever comes into your body, a person without a body is what the Bible calls them, makes you their home, and a demon starts tormenting you? It's no game and it's no joke. Now, I'm telling you that it's no game, it's no joke. Let's look at some of the comments here. This wasn't on my bingo card. I beg your pardon. Don't touch any of them. I left a comment saying, hey, when you need deliverance, call me. And my comment got deleted. It got a bunch of likes and upvotes, and then it got deleted, of course. But anyway, buying a haunted, everyone's like, gonna miss you. Is this a horror movie? On and on and on. All right. People saying stuff. This is crazy. A bunch of people were talking about Jesus. Those comments all got deleted. Nice knowing you. Rest in peace, Matt Rife. So people, look at, I'm going to pray for you, bro, because no, people know this is dangerous. You should not do this. But then this guy, who I don't recommend his content, he's literally a medium, talks to demons. Matt Frazier, psychic medium. So don't be watching his content. He's telling him this is dangerous. Now, his takes are off, but I'll just correct some of the stuff he says. Let's just watch this.
Hey guys, it's Matt Frazier, the medium. Listen, I don't know if you heard the news, but I am genuinely concerned for Matt Rife. So I am here in Rhode Island. Matt Rife is here in Rhode Island. And if you've ever seen the movie The Conjuring, Matt Rife, it was just all over the news right now. He has just purchased and become the legal guardian of over 100 artifacts that are haunted, including the most haunted doll, the most evil doll in the world, the Annabelle doll. And
now these are people that this guy talks to demons. He's a medium. Okay, this is not a Christian, and yet he's saying this is dangerous. This
a lot
is
of you guys have been writing to me about this, saying, Matt, how does a doll become haunted? What actually happens? What is this? And can it happen? And do I have to worry? Can one of my kids' toys automatically just become haunted? Like, what the heck is this? Well, first of all, what I want you to know is that this is something that does happen and can happen. And over all the years of mediumship, I can tell you that I've learned and verified that this happens really for one reason, is that there are evil spirits. There are souls that have not transitioned fully over.
So he's right. There are evil spirits, but he's wrong about the source. He's calling them souls that haven't transitioned.
The other side. These are souls that have done horrible things like murder, they killed people, so on and so forth. And these are souls that chose not to cross over and could not cross over because of the dark acts that they committed. So what happens? Well, they linger here on earth.
This isn't true.
And that's
the Bible says to be absent from the bodies to be present with the Lord. What he's describing are demons, and he does recognize they're evil spirits. They're not people. They are persons without a body, and they're actually fallen angels. So the fallen angels got cast out of heaven. Well, the angels were angels. They fell, were cast out of heaven, and now they're on the earth, and they're demons now. The devil is the prince of the demons. The Bible says our wrestle is not people or flesh and blood. It's spirits without bodies, principalities and powers, rulers of darkness, heavenly places. We're wrestling demons. It's a spiritual battle that we are in as Christians. If you don't know that, now you know. He's saying they're people that have, haven't passed through, haven't gone to heaven or hell. But the genuine truth is they are fallen angels that are looking for bodies to inhabit. That's what evil spirits are. And they're very real, and a lot of people have them in
reason why. When you ever hear of like a haunted place, a haunted house.
And there's such a thing as haunted houses and haunted places where demons reside, and items as well.
Evil spirits like to be alone. They like to go and crawl to places that terrible things have happened. So for example, abandoned insane asylum.
They do like to go where terrible things have happened, but demons also crave a body and want to live inside of people. So they're looking for that. They're looking for that open door.
Abandoned hospitals, things like that, things where dark energy was, like, for example, abandoned prisons. Notice the word abandoned. Evil spirits flock there. But there are some people out there, some people that call themselves mediums, psychics, witches, whatever you want to say, right, that work in the darkness. And what happens is that in order for a doll to become haunted, the souls don't just enter those dolls. They're invited in, right? So what happens?
What he's saying is true, but they're not souls. They're demons. The demons are invited in, yes, into people.
Is that you have somebody who practices dark mediumship, someone who practices, I don't know what they practice, like call it the dark arts, right?
And the sad thing is he's a medium, but he thinks that he's a good medium. He doesn't think he's a dark medium. If you're talking to demons, you're dark. It's demonic. That's the bottom line.
And they do these rituals where they invite these evil souls into dolls, into objects. And that's most likely how the Annabelle doll became haunted. And this is the reason why, as a medium, I do not talk to evil souls, right? I work very, very hard to keep my energy pure. And there's a reason for this. Evil souls are just like evil people. What do evil people want? Well, at the end of the day, those bullies in high school, those people who bully you still to this day, the people who are evil, nasty, and negative to you, want
See,
one
the
thing.
world says there's good spirits and evil spirits. There's just evil spirits.
They want to destroy your life.
There's
right?
angels,
they
but
don't
he's
necessarily want
talking
to
to
kill
evil
you, but they want to
spirits.
destroy your life, right? Evil souls are the same. Evil souls don't want you to find your soulmate. Evil souls don't want you to have success within your life.
Spirits,
Evil souls don't
spirits.
want to bring you happiness and love, right? They want to bring you down. Well, what also happens is evil souls also like a lot of attention. So even me making this post right now about the Annabelle doll, we give it life. And what happens when you give evil life? Well, it's the same thing when you go and you give life to a bully. How many of you have had that bully in school and bringing you back in the day that the more life? So I'm letting you know this because I'm genuinely concerned. I already reached out. My people reached out to Matt Rife's people. I personally, wrote to him because there are dangers. There are dangers with working with these haunted objects, especially because he's got in one place all of the most haunted objects in the world, and especially that Annabelle doll, which has been linked to people's death and people's passings. It's some really crazy stuff, you guys. I'm here. I wrote on all the posts. I've been trying to warn.
So a bunch of people are talking about their evil spirits. It's not, look at this girl said, I don't understand why some people think it's fun to mess around with evil spirits. So everybody's basically saying like, what have you gotten yourself into? Yikes, you're about to learn some spiritual lessons. Here's the bottom line, guys. There's some truth to what that medium guy was saying. A lot of it is false though, about like, they're not souls, they're demonic spirits. That's the truth. But he was saying how, they want to haunt you and they want to attack you and do all this stuff to you. Evil spirits do, demons do. And I'm telling you guys right now, demons are far more common than we understand. And it is dangerous. Matt Rife, I'm telling you, bro, you are playing with fire when you start playing with these things and think it's no big deal. How many times do we see celebrities take their life, guys? How many times do we see them get sick with cancer, with this, with that? And we all just think it's random. But I'm telling you, there's causes to these things. A lot of these things are a result of an evil spirit. People don't acknowledge them, don't talk about them, but they are the cause of much destruction in the world today. A lot of stuff that happens bad is happening as a result of an evil spirit. This is why when Jesus came, the first thing he started doing in Mark 1 was casting out demons. Evil spirits were living in people, and Jesus starts casting them out. He goes from synagogue to synagogue, Mark 139, casting out demons. Then he gives his disciples in Matthew 10 power to cast out demons, and the 12 disciples. Then in Luke 10, the 72 get power to cast out demons. Then Mark 16 says believers will cast out demons. So we are actually called to engage in this. We are called to cast out demons. I have written an entire book. Look at the name is How to Cast Out Demons, Everything You Need to Know About Deliverance, where I talk about demons and how to cast them out, what the Bible says, what Jesus says. That's a normal Christian life. But because the church doesn't have that power, doesn't have that spiritual side to it, the world looks for this stuff. I had an ex-paranormal investigator on the channel searching on my channel. I've had ex-witches on the channel. I just had some of this last week that came out of the occult on my channel that have become Christians. This is dangerous for that medium guy I just reacted to. You're in danger. For Matt Rife, you're in danger. I hope he wakes up and realizes what he's doing and how bad this is. Don't know. But we need to pray for these people. Matt Rife, you're in danger. Stop messing with this stuff. If any of you watching this are dabbling in this stuff, stop today. And if one person throws away their occult items or realizes the danger of witchcraft, to me, it's worth making this video. Okay? I don't really care to react to a lot of stuff, but if it's worth warning you to get you out of this, to stop playing around, I'm going to keep warning people. Some of you think, we shouldn't be talking about this. Says who? We should be talking about this. Expose the works of darkness, the Bible says. So get rid of your witchcraft, get rid of your occult items. I have like hundreds of hours of teaching on how to cast out demons and deliverance and occult and all of that. So go to my deliverance training playlist, check out the channel. We're live on Monday with our Bible teaching, Tuesday with our podcast. Love and appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.